Hello everyone and welcome back to this series on V-Rising Gloomrot. So in between episodes I did do some renovation. We upgraded the Castle Heart to Castle Heart level 3, and that gives us an extra servant coffin and a bunch of more floors. So we can keep expanding, but unfortunately I am out of the stone bricks, so I can't really do that right now. I need to farm up a lot more of that. And the next upgrade for the Castle Heart is going to require radium alloy, and that's going to be in Gloomrot. So we're not really there yet. I did add to the upstairs. Nothing's up here right now, but this is going to be open for more expansion in the future. And I'm probably going to move up the storage and some of the crafting stuff. I need to make room for probably a bigger garden. I did find this rogue. It's a 90% rogue. If I can hover over it. Yeah, 90%. And it's just, you know, it's slightly better than the one we have before, which was the 83% one. So I'm probably going to get rid of this 83% one and then just stick with the 90% for now. I still need to get a brute for bosses. I like the brute one. It gives you an extra level if you have a 100%. And it also gives you like healing, so you can do healing while you're attacking. I did get a new horse, so I think our best was 10, 6, and 12. And the new horse, which I did name, is 10, 6.4, and 13.8, so almost 14. So actually a pretty good horse. I might use that one for the Dominate Mount spell. And it's daytime, so let's just talk about what we're going to do in this episode. Okay, let's look at our list of V-Bloods. Let's see, we have 2 left at level 47. We have Leandra, and we have Bane, the Shadow Blade. They're both equally as important. She gives us the upgrade for the jewelry slot, and of course the jewelry table, the artisan table. And these dust collars, which are incredibly nice, they let us capture people and then immediately send them to a prison. This is so convenient when you're out and about. And then Shadowbane gives us the coin purse and then a human form, which is required to spend the silver coins in Dunley Farmlands. So they're both equally as important. Alright, so the boss I'm probably going to go with is going to be Bane. He does travel around, so we can kind of track him and see where he is. We did encounter him before. He's probably going to be on one of these roads, I'm guessing. So we'll have to hit the Waygate and probably wait till it's a little bit darker before we engage him. Alright, here we are. I'm pretty sure this is the person that we're looking for. There's not much up here, so we're like way up here in the corner. So what I'm going to use is the Blood Fountain, and I'm going to use the Corrupted Skull spells. Okay, so let's just pop our stuff, and then we have plenty of time. I don't want to fight him on this little ledge here. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so Bane. This fight is a little complex. There is a lot of dashing. He's like an assassin. He tends to dash around. And then you have to definitely dodge a lot of these things because he can combo you. He does do a projectile, like 3 attacks in a row. Something that you can, get out of pretty quickly. You can move around them. They're not really very fast projectiles. And then he goes into this form where he produces a lot of versions of himself. So like a bunch of illusions of himself. And you have to try to find the right one. If you hit the wrong one, it spawns a skeleton. And if you can't complete the illusions, like find him, then it spawns a bunch of skeletons. So they all turn into skeletons and he appears after that. Alright, that was the fight. It's, you know, a lot of dodging stuff, so not much difference. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good spot to actually encounter him at. And we get a book. Let's see. Oh. Must have been like an effect from before. What do we get? We got the gloves, which we have already. Okay. And the spells that we get. Human form. We get Veil of Bones, which is another dash ability. And we get the coin purse, which we'll make very soon. So yeah, that's the fight. Pretty simple fights. A little bit of illusion, but we got through it. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the base, and I'll see you when I get there. Alright, here we are back at the base. I did make the coin purse. Pretty simple, just like the other ones. Coarse red leather. And this one requires copper coins for the this tier. And we can put it on our slots. Now we have 4 bags equipped, you know, different types of bags. So we can, you know, go anywhere really and not fill up our bag slots as quick. So I wanted to show you this because this is kind of nice. Get our currency. I still have quite a bit of copper. I need to convert over to silver. Now if we put a silver into our bags, we get the stacks. So we get these silver sickness stacks. If we get enough of these, we start taking damage. So 4 damage per tick. But we put this into our coin purse. As you can see, we get no stacks. So we can now carry 3 stacks of silver and not have to worry about any stacks being acquired. That's the benefits of the coin purse. And I'm going to probably grab this stuff here. And I'm going to go to the local ones first in Farbane Woods. So once I'm done checking those out, then we'll head to the one in the Dunley Farmlands. Alright, here we are at the Dunley Farmer's Market. And this is the vendor place. It is located right there in the middle of the Dunley Farmlands. So in order to get into this place, we have to go into human form, which we have to slot with our V-Power. Let's see, let's put this on. And we can't take any damage. If we take damage, we're going to break our cover. I do have a decent amount of silver. These 3 stacks here. Plus this I got from the copper vendor and some fish over there. It's usually what I go for once I am done with all the books and stuff. But this is the vendors. They have just a wider range of things that are of a higher tier. And what we want to do is go to the book vendor. And really the best time to do this is at night, because this is all open area. You gotta be careful with all the dogs and stuff and people running around. There's a lot of guards.
Welcome, stranger.
Okay, so we are missing the legs and the chest. So they're 48 each. And there's a couple of pendants too. So we should be able to buy one of these pendants. So I'm gonna get the pendant of the Dawn Runner. We can use this one as soon as we beat the boss, the next boss. But that's pretty much it. The vendors, they're usually go to the book vendor, and then once I'm done with that, then I just go with the goods vendor. And you can see we get sagefish from this guy. Sagefish and then fat goby. Those are the 2 that I'd probably invest in. You don't really need Fierce Stinger till much later. So sagefish, this is a bargain, 18 per. So definitely want to grab those when you can. And yeah, that's it. That's the vendors. I think you cannot travel with the books, so we have to go back to the cave passage to get back to our base. But if you just go there for fish, then you can go back through the way gates and get back to your base quicker. Alright, so that's the vendors, and I'll see you at the base. Okay, here we are back at the base. I wanted to do the upgrades here. We are running low on thick leather. Fortunately, you can get oil, because thick leather requires oil. And I don't think we have enough to make both of these pieces. But you can get oil from fish. You just put fish in the blood press, and that'll get you fish bones, and then that'll get you oil. If you need more oil, that's the best way to go. So I'm gonna have to actually go farm up some more thick hide. And this is what I was saying before. You need a lot of thick hide to get through this, but this actually should be it. I think we have to just upgrade these last two pieces, and then we should be good on thick hide. So the books are definitely helping. We can upgrade one of our pieces and have a little bit more iron. And then, yeah, so I'll have to upgrade my legs, which I'll do that in a little bit. I'll go get some more thick hide and put it in here, and then we should be good to go after that. All right, and we are back. Everything's made. We have all of the sets pieces done, plus our Reaper, and we are at gear score level 55. So that should mean it's more than enough for the next boss, which we will be tackling Leandra. So Leandra is going to be up north. Let's see, she's going to be probably right around there, if I had to guess. Up north part of the Dunley Farmlands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head there. It's going to be daytime soon. That's alright. I'll just head there and then might hang out somewhere until night. Alright, here we are, the Church of the Damned. So, it is daytime now. I think it might actually be dark in there, so we'll see. It's clear to this place though. Alright, Church of the Damned. Oh, it's going to be a blood moon tonight. Nice. So it is shaded in here, which is kind of nice. Just be careful about the bishops. The bishops tend to be more of a pain. So I'll just clear up to the boss, and then we'll tackle her probably closer to the blood moon, even though it's kind of overkill. Alright, here we are at the boss. Here is Leandra. I'm going to pop my different consumables. And we should be good to go. Way overkill. 83% rogue, plus blood moon, plus all the buffs that we just consumed. Try to kill this person first. Might pull her, but that's alright. Using the same spells as before. The skeletons plus the blood pool makes it like a nice combination. Okay, so as far as what she does have two different shadow attacks. One is direct, and the other one is like 3 little shadow balls that will just flare out and then come back together. They're both not hard to dodge. She does like to teleport around, and she will summon some shadow adds into the fight as well. And then her final attack, she will disappear and summon a bunch of adds, which you have to dodge and get out of the way from. And that's the fight. Like I said, that was overkill. Okay, so we did get the Death Knight, which is a summon spell. It's a bigger summon spell than the skeletons that we do now. I may use it situationally, depends on if I get a good gem for it, a jewel. And then we also get the artisan table, and then we get the ability to craft the new upgraded Scourgestone pendant. And also get the dust collar, which is going to be really nice. I'm excited to use those. Probably have a stack on me at all times. But that's that, boss. So we'll head back to the base and discuss the next steps. Alright, I'm back. I was going to go and grab the Waygate down here. But I did run into a Pyro, which is a Scholar at 98%, and I could not pass this up. So we are in the southern part of Gloomrot, and these mobs are mid-50s, kind of like we are. You can go into Gloomrot at this level. let's just let's just de-aggro this stuff. And I put on my dominate human form. I'm trying to grab that guy. He's gonna be fighting other things. So you gotta be careful because they will fight. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so we did get him. I was really scared that he was gonna be attacked by those mutants. There are mutants here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna go to the exit point for here because it's pretty close. I was planning on getting the waygate in this zone because it's at mid 50s. You can definitely go here and get the waygate. Ooh, there's a jewel. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got it. It's right there. There's the waygate. Should be careful with the pathing groups. So there's a battle between the mutants and the people here, and both of them will kill you. Just be careful with that. Okay, so here is the cave right here in Gloomrot. It's kind of underneath this cliff area in between these two cities, and we can exit out here, and this is actually much closer to our base. There we go. And so we exit out at the just above the copper mine, which is right next to our base. That's kind of what I was going for. I didn't want to go down to the other one, but this is so much faster. Alright, back at the base, and I have my Scholar, 98% Blood Scholar with me. Super stoked that I got him. Just happened to come across him. For now, we'll put him in the prison. I'm kind of not sure what I want to do just yet. I'm going to definitely give him some food. I want to get him full. And I'll get some blood from him, because that's like a really good blood. Just feed him. Feed him a goby. I was going to give him the full. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do with him. So the scholars give you the radiant buff. There's not too many buffs, like radiant buffs required in Gloomrot. So I think for now what we'll do is just use his blood as a 98% scholar. Probably for bosses. So scholars, they give you a bonus to your magic damage. Alright, so he is healed up. I gave him a goby, and I'm going to get some blood from him. So let's take a look at this blood that we're going to get. Alright, so for science, I just went ahead and drank that. So this is what you get from that. You get a increase in spell power by 20%. You get a reduced cooldown on spells by 15%. These are all mostly maxed. And then you get spell life leech 10%. And you get a 15% chance to reset your spell cooldown on the next cast. So this is really, really good stuff. And I'm going to just keep feeding him and probably just get some blood from him. These are new resources you get. You get tech scrap, you get mutant grease. These are all stuff. These are two things you get from Gloomrot. But we'll get into that later. We're not quite there just yet. So what we need to do now is look at our bosses, and we can probably take on another boss. I don't want to waste away this blood that I got. So we have two options. Terra, the Geomancer, is kind of rough. This would have been perfect for the Blood Moon. And Meredith, we've already seen Meredith. She's in the mines. We are pretty high level, so I'm hoping that we can take down Terra, the Geomancer. And this unlocks a gem cutting table, and it also gives us the ability to craft regular gems from that. And siege golems, which is a PvP thing. So this is more PvP. This is how you break into castles and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll take on Terra. We have a little bit of time to get there. I'm going to drop all the stuff off, and then we'll head out and make it to that place. So Terra she is in this area here, the Bedrock Pass, and you can tell because the loot is the regular gem veins, so it's a gem vein area. Alright, the moon just came up. Here we are, like right across from this waygate. I mean, it's right here. We just need to go up this little ramp and just kind of spin around, and will be Terra. This is the place you can go to get all these gems here to fight this guy. It's an iron golem, so it's gonna be fun. We'll be fighting these guys throughout the fight, so need to get a better ult. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. Alright, those golems are pretty rough. So she is right here. I brought some blood rose potions because I didn't want to waste my blood pool to heal up. Alright, here she is, level 50. Should not be too terrible. Same spells. I like this combination of spells until I get the Sanguine Coil, I believe is what it's called. Alright, so she does a shield, and what she does is she summons a big golem, and in order to break the golem down, you have to kill the smaller golems that he summons. That lets you do more damage to him. That's kind of the fight. You're just constantly trying to break down the big golem that she summons. Whenever you do break that golem down, you definitely want to start doing a ton of damage to her, as much as you possibly can in that time frame. And then that golem will also do an AoE attack, so you have to kind of watch out for that. And once you get him down far enough, this golem will do like a berserker rage mode, which you just need to dodge. Your survival is more important than doing damage at that point. Alright, that's the fight. If you are not close to her, if you're below her level or at her level, that fight is incredibly hard. It's probably one of the hardest ones in this zone. So I would definitely come prepared, and if you can get the extra gear, it's definitely worth it. Alright, she gives us the Golem spell. This is actually an ultimate. So we have a new ultimate, and of course we have the things we talked about earlier, the ability to convert smaller gems into regular gems. And here is the spell. It's actually a pretty nice spell. I kind of like it more than the current one we have. It's not the best one, but it's pretty good. We did get the Pendant of the Spellweaver, which is, I believe, a new one that we don't have. That's a new book. But yeah, so that's it for this boss. I have to go back to the cave entrance. So I'll do that, and then we'll head back to the base. Alright, back at the base, and we are just making some Scourge Stones. This is what we unlocked from Leandra. So you definitely need a lot of whetstones and a lot of bones, which we happen to have a decent amount. So I do have 12 now, which I think is what we need to craft the next jewel. So let's go head over there. Alright, so I made the artisan table, and I also made the gem cutting table. Gem cutting table just lets you convert 4 smaller gems into a bigger gem. So now we can make the regular gems from the small ones. And then we have the artisan table, which lets us make all the jewelry in here, not just the new ones, but all the older ones too. And so we can get the Scourgestone pendant, and we should be able to make another pendant. I think I'll probably make the Dawn Runner. So it requires 4 regular emeralds. So hopefully we have 4 regular emeralds. Let's go look at our gems. And we have 3 regular emeralds. We have some of these though, so we can convert those. We have some crude ones that we can convert. Alright, so let's craft this regular emerald. Alright, we got our 4 emeralds. Let's craft this up. And we can replace our current one. So that puts us at a gear level of 61. So that's nice. This is this gear level that will get you into the next 2 zones. So we'll be able to go to the next 2 zones whenever we get to that point. We're now able to go there. And I'm going to save the other ring for a servant that needs it. Alright, so that should do it for this episode. So we did go through quite a few bosses, and we unlocked enough stuff to get us past the Dunley Farmlands. Nothing in Dunley Farmlands is going to be difficult for us from now on, so we will tackle that in the next episode. But for now, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.